Hello again, I'm Blunty and welcome to part 3 of the Guide to Beginners Vlogging, or Beginners Vloggers Guide, or I don't know, I've never really settled on a snappy name for this, but basically I'm here to help you guys just starting out in vlogging, just trying to get an idea, or some of you guys have already been blogging and just want to get some tips to improve your blogging and all that sort of stuff. That's why I'm here, and today we're going to be talking about one of the most important things when it comes to shooting anything, whether it be video or still or whatever, is tripods. And as you can see over here, I've got Sony Bloggie right there sitting on a tripod, so I get a nice steady shot. Some of you may have noticed in the previous episode or edition of this guide that there are a couple of shots that were particularly shaky, and that's because I was doing this thing. I was at arm's length with the Bloggie, which will almost always give you some shake because your arm's extended, you're trying to keep the camera steady, and you know, I had a lot of caffeine that day, and it was particularly shaky because I'm an idiot and I forgot to turn on the steady shot capability of the Bloggie camera, which made it look distracting and awful. So a tripod is your solution for getting around that. You get a nice rock solid shot, and tripods are handy no matter where you are. If you're outdoors in lovely scenery like this with a nice little fish pond with some big carp or koi or whatever they are, Japanese fishies swimming around is the word I'm looking for. The fish are swimming. A tripod is going to help you get a nice steady shot. And you don't have to sort of have a big tripod like I've got here. Let's have a look at it again. Big tripod. But you can also use one of these little things, which is a little mini tripod. So you just flip him open there, you sit on your desk or a park bench or whatever, and away you go. These are dirt cheap, you can get them everywhere. The other option is, for a little portable tripod that you can carry around with you, one of these things, and this is my personal preference because it gives you way more flexibility. You can extend him out and just use him as a regular tripod like that, but all these arms here, they bend and twist around, so you can actually make it grab onto a tree branch or a fence or a small child or whatever you need to. And the other advantage of a flexible leg mini tripod thingy like this one's called the GorillaPod, there are heaps of other brands that knock it off, is you can attach it to your camera and do the arm's length thing, you get a little bit more length, but it also gives you just a little bit more stability. As you can see, there's not nearly as much, and I've got the anti-shake turned off on this camera just so you can see how much of a difference it can make between holding the camera in your hand and using it with a little tripod to sort of get you that little extra. As you can see, the shake is still there, but it's quite a lot smoother. It's taking the edge out a little bit. You don't even have to spend a lot of money. That little desk mounted tripod, that's like 12 bucks. This thing, I forget how much it cost. The tripod I'm filming on at the moment was dirt cheap. And you don't even have to spend that much money, because I'm about to show you a sneaky little trick that it's kind of a secret. It's even cheaper and even simpler for absolutely MacGyvering your way into a steady shot, and it is this. Whoop, see that? That is a bolt tied onto a piece of string which has a little washer on the other end. This is the MacGyvered monopod. What you got is a 1/4-inch bolt, which just happens to be the same size as the tripod mount in every camera that has a tripod mount. Little weight on the end. The plan is you drop the weight down, you stamp on it, you put tension on the string, and all of a sudden what was a shaky shot has become silky smooth because you've got that tension there to help sort of even out the shake. Here's a shot without the string steady shot thingy. And here it is again with the strings monopod MacGyver steady shot thingy. So give this a go for yourself. All it costs is the price of a piece of string. It is dead simple and it makes a huge difference to your shots. But don't be telling everybody about this because it's kind of a trade secret. This is just the cheapest, simplest, easiest way to steady up your shots. And shh, don't tell everybody, because, you know, then if you're the only person who knows about this, then your shots are going to look better than everybody else's and you'll stand out. Alrighty then, viewer question time, and time to find out who is the first winner of their very own Sony Bloggie, and it is Karasai. I'm gonna say Karasai. It's on the screen. I'm going with Karasai is how you pronounce it. And Karasai asks, first question is, how do you not act nervous / stiff in front of the camera and deliver a somewhat insightful view into one's own life? And you know what, there is no really easy answer to this one. It's going to be different for everyone. What I usually tell people is to treat the camera, and particularly the camera lens, you look right down to the lens, not at the screen. Look at the lens, not at the screen. Depending on how close you are, it's going to be really obvious. Like if I come really close and I'm looking at the screen, I'm obviously not looking at you, but if I look up there, I'm looking you right in the eye, and that makes a difference. The eye contact makes a difference in how people feel you're communicating to them. The other thing is, you've got to treat the camera as if it was a friend. Pretend you're talking to a friend over Skype or something. Pretend you're having a video chat with a friend, or pretend you're sitting in a room with a friend. The other thing is, it helps if other people aren't around. I mean, even when I'm doing regular vlogs in my own home, if there is someone else in the room, even I still get nervous. And I've been doing this for years. It's just that sort of performance anxiety and you know, someone noticing all the screw-ups you make and all the outtakes you wind up having and all that sort of stuff. But it comes with practice, really. Basically, it all comes down to relaxing yourself. I mean, there's no reason to be nervous. You're in a room alone with the camera. No one sees if you screw up. You don't have to upload your screw up. So you just sort of chill out. Bam! Stare down the lens, pretend a friend's on the other end, or pretend someone you hate's on the other end if you're doing a rant, I guess, and basically just get to it. It'll all come with practice. And Karis, I also had a two-part question. The second part was, how do you come up with your ideas? And there is absolutely no answer to that. My ideas come to me the same way ideas come to any other person engaging in a creative endeavor. They just come to me. You think about it, you sit down, you think, what am I going to make a video on? I mean, there's no secret sauce to getting brilliant ideas. I mean, if you ask a novelist, how do you get your ideas? They're going to go, they just come to me. You know, you write what you know, you talk about what you know. There is no magic trick that's going to give you topics that are just going to make everybody ignite. The core of it here is talk about what you are passionate about, because if you talk about stuff you aren't passionate about, people are going to tell, and it's going to be boring and it's going to be awkward, and you know, you might make a fool of yourself by saying stuff that isn't actually. I mean, I wouldn't do a vlog about the supercars, for example. I know bugger all about supercars. I would be horrible on Top Gear or something like that, but I don't make videos about those things. And you know, I talk about the stuff I'm passionate about, the stuff I know about, you know, video games, technology, sort of cameras and all that sort of stuff. It's do what you're passionate about, and both the performance will be more natural and your ideas will flow better, because you talk about the stuff you want to talk about. It's really that simple. So congratulations, KS. I'm going to be messaging you quite shortly to get your details, and I'll get the Sony guys to send you out your very own Bloggie camera. It's at this point in the process that I got rained out of my location, so I never got to film an ending for this video. So thanks for watching, I'll catch you next time, and keep leaving your burning questions in the comment section to be in the running to win the second and last Sony Bloggie camera. Catch you next time. I said that already, I'm saying it again. Catch you next time.